Hello, welcome to the Stellar Woman Show, the Stellar Woman Magazine, the show that brings you thriving women's stories, knowledge, and experiences so that you too can learn one or two things, be inspired, and thrive in your life. We are here to move knowledge from one woman to another so that all women can thrive. We do this across the globe because knowledge is power. We are here to change perspectives and reveal possibilities in your life. We believe that this is our way of making the world a better and a brighter world. My name is Stella Olivia Kikoyo, and I'm the editor-in-chief of the Stellar Woman magazine and the host for the Stellar Woman Show. Today we are here thrilled and excited to bring you an amazing stellar woman. And this is called Rose Nalubega. Rose Nalubega is an amazing star woman, an alumni, a successful alumni of Street Business School. Street Business School is a global nonprofit making organization which is here to alleviate poverty, and their target audience is a woman. They believe the woman is the key change factor in the world, and which is an aligned aspect with the Stellar Woman magazine. And their key learning hub is in Uganda, and that's where we are tapping from the success stories. And we have with Coach Coach Rose Nalubega, we do have Coach Agnes, who is going to be helping us to translate some of the answers, the responses that Coach Rose might not be able to bring across clearly, but she is going to be able to give us her answers to the truth, and we're going to be learning from her. We are excited and can't wait to learn from Coach Rose. So, Coach Rose, I know that you are a mother of 3 children, 2 daughters and a girl. You're a 40-year-old who started from nothing, and today you have lots of thriving businesses, and we can't wait to tap into how you made it. How did this woman make it? But let's start by knowing who is Rose Nalubega.
Coach Rose, twagala otubuulireko tubuuzeeko twagala kumanya Coach Rose Nalubega y'ani?
Hello, Coach Stella, nsanyusa okulaba nnyabo. Amannya gange nze Nalubega Rose, ndi wa myaka 4, ndi maama ate nga ndi mukyala musuubuzi.
She is Nalubega Rose. She is a mother of 3 and she's an entrepreneurship woman, a business woman.
Amazing. Thank you very much, Coach Rose. Thank you for being here with us. We want to know, as a woman, a business woman, we know you're a business woman, but was that always something you wanted to become? What was your childhood dream career?
Coach Rose, tutegedde oli mukyala muna business era okola business bulungi, naye kuva buto walinga oyagala kola business oba walinga omuto walina ekirooto ekirala?
Bwe nalinga omuto nali saagala kubeera musuubuzi kuba nali sirina kirooto ekyo, naye nali njagala nnyo okuyimba ennyimba ezo zikwata ez'omwoyo, naye neekanga mu bukulu nga njoyininze mu busuubuzi oba nga ngenze mu busuubuzi.
When I was young, I didn't know that I was going to go into business. And I used to love singing gospel music, worship songs that touch the soul. But after growing up, I found myself in business.
Oh, amazing. Thank you very much,
Yes.
Coach Rose. And so this theme, what I didn't introduce, is about wealth building. But before we go into talking about wealth building and all the things about Street Business School, we want to know, who is the ideal stellar woman, or what are the ideal stellar woman attributes for Coach Rose? What is that thing? What are you aspiring to become? What inspires you as a woman?
Coach Rose, kiki ekikuzaamu amaanyi ng'omukyala okubeera ng'osigala okola osigala ku mulamwa? Olowooza omukyala gwe bandiyise Stella woman yalibadde atya?
Mwebale Coach Stella. omukyala gwe bandiyise Stella woman ye mukyala eyekkiririzaamu mu buli mbeera, mu buli kizibu kyonna nga ye yekkiririzaamu ng'omukyala oba ali atya naye nga asobola okwekkiririzaamu.
Coach has explained and said for her, a stellar woman should be a woman who believes in herself, regardless of the conditions around her, regardless of what she has gone through. She should continue believing in herself and know that she can make it.
Amazing, amazing. That's a powerful ideal attribute. I think self-belief makes you relentless. You become unstoppable. You become fired up. If only we all had it, it would be amazing for us. We would be stars shining all the time. We would be stars. Thank you very much, Coach Rose, for that. And we want to know, we know that we are going to learn a lot about what Street Business School does based on its curriculum. We've interviewed the CEO and another success story, but we want to know, what was your life before Street Business School? What was your life like?
Coach Rose, obulamu bwo bwali butya nga tonnaba kujoininga kitongole kya Street Business School?
Weebale Coach Stella, obulamu tebwali bulungi. Nali mulamu kungulu naye nga munda omwoyo mulwadde. Bansanga nina akaduuka katonotono naye nga nkola naye nga sirina kyenfunamu, nga nkola nnyo nga sirina kyenfunamu. Butuufu ng'omuntu ayinza okulowooza oba nalwala ki. Naye bwe na joininga Street Business School ne banjigiriza ne bampa amagezi ne njigula okusevinga ne njigula okutereka akasente akatono ne kafuuka akanene.
Great. So before Street Business School, she said before Street Business School, life was difficult. When you look at her physically, she looked okay, but deep down her, she was struggling. She even had a business, but didn't know how the business makes a profit, didn't know how to run her business while she stayed at her home.
Fantastic. Thank you very much. Thank you for that. You are a Street Business School and alumni success stories. You're one of those success stories. So congratulations for that. We want to know, how did you get to achieve this success? And what has been the greatest achievement of all?
Coach Rose, oli omu ku bakyala Street Business School be beenyumirizaamu abakoze obulungi nga bayise mu misomo. Biki ebyakuleetera okutuuka ku bintu bino by'otuuseeko bye wenyumirizaamu?
Kyandeetera okutuuka ku ekyo ku kino kye neenyumirizaamu. Street Business School yatusomesa okupinga records, okubeera nga receipts tetuzisuula, okubeera ng'otandika n'akatono n'osevinga n'osobola okufunamu ekinene ate ky'osevinga ne kikusobola okuyamba okukola bizinesi ez'endala.
Before Street Business School, after joining Street Business School, she was taught so many things. She was taught that you can save, you can calculate your business and know the profits that you're making in the business, and you can continue like keeping your business running.
Okay, fantastic. What we also want to know exactly, what is her greatest achievement? What is your greatest achievement of all that you really flag up there, you're excited to talk about and share with us?
Biki byofunye byeweenyumirizamu byagala otunyumizaako olwaleero Coach?
Banaye Coach Stella, simanyi nakumanya noza ne bwe njogera ondaba essanyu lye nnina. Byenfunye bingi, okumanya byenfunye bingi. Nina farm, mpeerera abaana bamaze university abo ababiri abakulu ne baby, nyamba abakyala abalala ne nsobola nabo okubayamba ne batandika ne beebeezaawo. Bwentyo.
She's very happy to talk about this. She said she does many businesses. She has a farm. She sells bags as her business. She has been able to pay her children, her 2 older children at the university, and the younger one also goes to school. And so her life has improved. That's why she's like this.
Congratulations, Coach Coach Rose. That's amazing work that you have done to achieve what you did.
Thank you.
Fantastic. So this theme, the magazine's theme, is wealth building. And we want to know what other women in the world think about wealth building, because when people hear wealth, everyone has a different connotation, understanding, view, perspective, but we want to collect everyone's perspective. What is your perspective of wealth building? What does it mean to you?
Coach Rose, omulamwa gwe tuliko olwaleero kweno issue ya Stella Magazine gwe mulama ogw'okuzimba obugagga. Bantu bangi bamanyi okuzimba obugagga mu ngeri nnyingi ez'enjawulo. Kati gwe nga gw'olowooza okuzimba obugagga kye ki, oba ku gwe obugagga kitegeeza ki, Coach?
Obugagga butandikira mu mutima. Notandika okuzimba obugagga, buli omutima gwo lwe guba omugagga n'ogamba kino nja kukikola era nja kukituukako, okituukako. Buli lw'owulira ng'ogamba nja kukola kino, mu mutima gwo nga mwekiri era okituukako, n'ogenda ng'ozimba obugagga n'ofuna ky'obadde oyagala, n'ekyobadde oyagala ne kireeta ekirala bwe bityo.
Yeah, she has said that for her, wealth starts from the place of the heart. When you feel your wealth inside of you, then even on the outside, you will be able to build physical wealth.
Yeah. Amazing. How I love that. That is a great way to translate it. Wow, that's a unique one. So there we are. We are here to learn. We're here to learn. Thank you very much. So you are an entrepreneur. Tell us about your entrepreneurial journey. When did it start? How did it start? And how has it been so far?
Oli mukyala muna business, tubuulireko olugendo lwo mu kukola business. Watandika ddi okola business? Oli otya kati era gy'olaga olabayo wali watya business wise mu bya business?
Nze ndaga ndaba wampa essuubi oba wampa essanyu. Natandika 2007.
I started in 2007. 2017, sorry.
Ntandika mpola mpola.
I started slowly.
Naye nali sinnaba nnyo okugamba nti nga sinafuna ssanyu munda mu nze oba okubeera nga ndi musanyufu. Naye bwe neegatta ku Street Business School ne nnyongerako amagezi ne nnyongerako obukugu, ndaba olugendo lwange kati luwanvu kuba ndaba nga ne bizinesi zeeyongeddewo.
Coach Rose has explained and said her journey with Street Business School, with her business entrepreneurship. She started her business in 2017. Her business was small when she started. So when she joined Street Business School training, she was given additional skills of how to run her business. She was taught record keeping and bookkeeping. And then now she knows how much she's making in her business. And she foresees ahead there that life is going to be more beautiful than now.
Wow, that's amazing. Thank you very much, Coach Rosie and Coach Agnes. Thank you. So we know that, could you tell us here, because we all want to learn from you, Coach Rose. So how could you, step by step, on how you manage to start tracking the profitability of this business? Because people can hear recording, they still don't really, I record. Can you just give us a little bit of step by step, as if you have a child next to you and you're telling them what to do for the day as you leave the shop behind? What is that? What are they doing? What do women
Coach twagala otubuulireko ogambye nti okukuuma record wasoma ku Street Business School engeri gy'okukuuma records. Kale twagala otubuulireko emitendera. okola otya okukuuma records ezo kuba abantu bangi bakola bizinensi bakuuma records naye tebalaba magoba bw'okuuma records olaba amagoba katubulireko emitendera gitambula gitya bw'oba otubulira gino emitendera banga abulira omwana akuli okumpi ng'oyagala akitegeere afunemu.
Weebaleko Stella kati records ezo luli bwe nasuubulanga nga sifaayo bwe mba nkwata mu ssente nga ndi amagoba ne capital nga sibifaako naye olw'okuba nkipinga records manya kyensuubudde n'amagoba ge nnina okuggyako kati sisobola kulya mu bizinensi ndya ku magoba ate amagoba ago bwe ndyako ne nsasulako ne rent ate amalala ne ngaseevinga ne ngateeka mu bubiina awo ne museevingayo ne busobola okundeetera abadde ataddeyo 5 obutuuka okufuna ne mufunayo 10 bwe ntyo ne ŋŋenda mpola mpola kugamba ne sitalya nnyo kumalawo zisobola okubeera nga ate nziddamu ne zisuubula kubanga mba mmanyi nti kino nkiryako bwe ziti okusinga luli nali simanyi nga zonna ndyamu buli nga ntuuka ne mbeera nga siraba bye nsuubudde sibiraba nga ne ssente siziraba nga bwentyo bwoni.
So before joining Street Business School, she'd run her business, but she would not know the difference between profits and the losses she has encountered and the capital that she's using for the business. So she would put all the money together and spend it without knowing which money is going where. So that's how she would run her business. So she wasn't seeing the profits out of the business. But after joining Street Business School, she was able to learn that you need to save from your business. So she makes the profits and then removes the savings from the profits and then reinvests what the capital is into the business. And so that has helped her to see the growth of her business.
Amazing. Thank you very much. Thank you, coaches, for that. Thank you for the lesson that you've given us there. So we know that Coach Rose has a portfolio of businesses. How do you manage all of these multiple businesses? Could you tell us actually some of the businesses first?
Coach Rose, oyina businesses nyingi z'okola. Tusaba otubulireko ezo business z'okola ze ziriwa. Ate okola otya okulaba ng'okola business ezisukka mu 2, Coach?
Kati Coach Stella ina business etunda ensawo ez'abaami n'abakyala.
I have a business. I sell bags, ladies' bags and men's bags, and I have a retail shop.
Edduuka eryo eryavaamu nina nkola juice.
I sell juice.
Nina chapati ekyo kye bayita ekikomando mu Uganda.
I have a stall where I make chapatis. In Uganda, it's called chikomando. You get chapati and put together with beans and have a complete meal.
Then nina edduuka eddala era litunda ensawo z'abakazi n'abaami.
Then I also have another business, like a second business in a different location, not far from where I sell the other things. And in there, I also sell bags for men and women.
Then nina popcorn machine.
I also have a popcorn machine.
Then nina ne farm.
Then I also have a farm.
Mu farm omwo ninamu muwogo.
In my farm, I grow cassava,
ninamu lumonde,
sweet potatoes,
ninamu amatooke,
matoke, bananas,
ninamu kasooli,
maize.
Ninamu n'emiti gya eucalyptus.
Then I also grow eucalyptus trees in my farm.
Amazing. Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you for telling us that. So how do you manage this portfolio? How do you manage?
Kati businesses zonna.
Ye coach.
Ngenda ngaba ennaku ne mmanya nti wano nja kubeerawo ku Monday, wano ku Lwokubiri, wano ku Lwokusatu, wano ku Lwokuna. Kati eri mu faamu engeri gye wali nti mu kyalo ngendayo ku weekends Friday, ne mbeerayo Saturday, Sunday ne nkomawo e Kampala.
So I have days that I used to pay attention to the different businesses. I know that on Tuesday I'm at this business, on Wednesday at another business, on Thursday at another business, while the people that I've employed keep working. Then for the farm, I know that the farm is not in town, it's in the village. So for the farm, I go from Friday and spend the weekend there to look after it.
Wow, that's great. Thank you very much. Thank you for elaborating on that. So we know that, let's just say, you also have a family, and running one business is full-time. Running multiple businesses should be more challenging. And then adding a family to that, children to that, can just be something else. We want to know still, how do you deal with it all? How do you balance the family and business?
Ko kyokola otya okukwasaganya family kuba okukola business emu already mulimu guli awo munene naye kati gwokola business tukamu emu ate ng'olina family kati okola otya okubalansinga family awamu ne business.
Kati zino businesses z'e Kampala nsooka ne mbeera ewaka ne mmanyi oba by ssaawa 7 nja kuvaawo ne ngenda nga buli bizinensi ngirambula ne nvaayo olw'eggulu oba ne nsooka mu bizinensi ne nkomawo ewaka kuba mulimu abakozi ababeeramu.
So I choose how to divide my time in the day. I can decide to go monitor the businesses in the morning and then come back in the afternoon home, or go in the evening to monitor those businesses because I have employees that work for me in those businesses.
Wow, that's great. That's great. I can see how you're able to deal with it. You're really someone who's completely organized and you have proper schedules in place and how you manage everything. That's great. Thank you.
Yeah.
So what has been your biggest challenge and how have you dealt with it in the process of managing your business?
Buzibu ki bw'osanze ng'okola bizinensi zo era osobodde otya okubuwangula?
Buzibu bwe nsanze nga nkola bizinensi zange
Ye coach.
mulimu abatwala nagamba oba kubulako nja kuleeta. Then bw'atuuka n'abeera nga takyagulako ng'agula walala. Oba nagamba ampa nga tasasuddeeko nja kuleeta. Naye okwewala ekyo mbagamba order with cash. Okwo ekyo okukivaamu okubanga abantu tetukyawagana ba customers bagamba byakyuseemu oba abaana ne mbagamba kati byakyuseemu ya order with cash.
Yeah, so she has said that many a times the challenge she encounters is people want to borrow things from the shops or the items without paying cash. So when you start to chase after them, they don't want to come back, and sometimes it could spoil the relationship you have with them. So the solution she devised for that is to tell them to order with cash. Even when she's not there, she advises the employees in the shop that when the customers come, please kindly tell them you order with cash so she can maintain relationship with her customers while also she has still kept her business running.
Amazing. Thank you very much. Thank you. That's a good one. That's a good one for us. A nice tip for us to learn from you. Thank you. So we want to know that you started a money lending company to support other women in the community. What's really inspired you to take such an action?
Kochi, watandika program ey'okuwola abakyala mu community yo basobole nabo okukola businesses. Lwaki watandika ekintu ekyo? Kiki ekyakuwa amaanyi osobole okukikola?
When I joining a school business school, street business school, olw'okuba nti twalinga abakyala. Kati twasharinga ng'owulira omukyala omu agamba njoza ngoye n'endabirira abaana. Kati nze ate ne ndaba nga at least ko sooza ngoye. Naye ng'oli ayoza engoye n'aweerera abaana n'agula emmere. Naye nga at least ko nze sooza ngoye naye nga nina akatono kenkola ki kennina kati nange nekinkwatako nnyo ne ŋŋamba bwe naba nsevings obusente bwange nga bwe batusomesezza nja kubeera nga nnyamba abakyala abo abeetaagisa kakapita akatonotono nabo beebeezeewo basobole okubeera nga ate nabo basobole okuyamba abakyala abalala.
Yeah, so Coach Rose said when they used to go through the trainings, for her, she had a business that she had started, but there were other group members in her group, in her class, who hadn't started businesses, but they were doing odd jobs to survive, like looking after babies and washing clothes for a pay. Then she saw that her life was a bit better than those other ladies. So she wanted to empower them to be able to grow and start different businesses from just doing the odd jobs they were doing. And that is what inspired her.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. What a great way to give back. That's amazing. Thank you very much for that, Coach Rose. Amazing. Thank you. And we know that you said you love to support other women to become financially empowered, just like you, and which is a great initiative. Tell us, as you help women financially, give them this money, how has it been? How has this journey been so far?
Olwo olugendo lwa money lending coach lutambula lutya?
Olugendo lwa money lending lulimu okusoomoozebwa kuba olw'okuba oli aba mukyala munno musobola okugamba oba oli n'agamba nja kuleeta buli wiiki oba buli lunaku okusinziira ky'aba akola oba buli mwezi n'atuuka n'agamba siina zimbuze naye olw'okuba nti oba oyagala mukyala munno naye aveeyo tosobola mugamba nti oba tweyongereyo mu mateeka kuba muba abakyala nga muyambagana n'omugamba kale nja kuleeta mpola naye nga tebasasulira mu budde nga bw'oba oyina ate osobola okuwa omulala olw'okuba tebaleetera mu budde abalala oba babeera tebasobola kufuna buyambi nga bwe badde bukola ki bwetaagisa okusoomoozebwa kw'enfunani.
So Coach Rose has explained and said the challenge she gets in money lending is sometimes the women don't bring the money on time. Sometimes they've made an understanding, an agreement that they'll be bringing on a weekly basis, and they end up not bringing. So in doing that, they end up delaying what another woman would have also received from the money lending project that Coach Rose is running. And that's like the big challenge that she faces with this business.
Oh, thank you. I can see what you're talking about. It's very hard to manage people in terms of their commitment to doing the right thing. Yes. Oh, thank you very much. So in your view, we want to know what stops women, in your view, Coach Rose, what stops women from building wealth, and what can they do to start on this journey like you've built it with all these business, the farm, the popcorn business, the money lending business? What stops women? What stops women, and what can they do to change and start on that journey like the journey you're on?
Coach Rose, olowooza kiki ekiziyiza abakyala abangi okutandika okukola ennyo okusobola okuzimba obugagga bwabwe nga gwe wakikola? Kiki ekibastopinga, kiki ekibaziyiza?
Ekiziyiza abakyala, ekisooka abakyala tebekkirizaamu nti nsobola. Enamba emu esooka nti ogwo mulimu mubi sigusobola, si wakuyoola akasasiro, sisobola kubeera kkubo. Ne batekkiririzaamu nti n'omukyala asobola okukola ng'omwami bwe yandikoze n'afuna ssente.
Yeah, so she said that most women are not able to grow wealth, to build wealth, because they do not have self-belief in themselves. And some of them fear to do some other jobs that could bring them money. For example, sweeping the streets. For example, washing maybe clothes for them to start a living. So every time you don't believe in yourself, you stop your potential to do a business, and so to build your own wealth. Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you. Thank you. So it's so much about self-belief. So what can they do? How does where do we buy self-belief anyway? So Coach Rose,
okwekkirizamu otukugulawa tukusanzeewa.
okwekkiririzaamu kaŋŋambe obutanyooma mirimu. Buli lw'oba tonyooma mulimu nga gusobola okukuleetera ekyokulya nga si mubi, si gwa bumenyi bw'amateeka. Okunze empita nti oba osobola okufunamu ekyokulya. Oba okyakasooli ku kkubo awo oba osobola. Tova kubanandaba batya, ekyo oba osobola.
So Coach Rose explains that self-belief starts from agreeing to run a business, agreeing to do a business, regardless of what type of business you are doing. You can decide to roast maize by the street and do any other income-generating activity. So when you decide to pull back and not do the business, you will not be showing belief in self. So starting to accept to do a business is what self-belief starts from. Yeah.
Great, thank you very much. Thank you. So it's so much about just going out and starting to do anything and not thinking about what others are going to think about you or what they will say about you or whatever you're doing. Yeah, just go out of that. Okay, fantastic. That's a good way to advise us so that we don't sit in the corner and start crying about not having money. I don't have money. I don't have lunch. I don't have what to do. There's nothing I can do. You can sweep. You can get the broom and start sweeping like any person, any other person. Okay, so that's good advice. Thank you, Coach. So we want to know what future you envision for women. As you can see, we know that all women are not all women are becoming empowered, and you're telling us to even sweep the road. We used to think men are the ones to sweep the road. You're telling us women to do it. So what future do you envision for women?
Kati coach gwe nga bw'oli awo, future ki oba eyo gye bujja mu maaso kiki ky'olaba abakyala tebasobola okufuuka?
Abakyala mu maaso basobola okufuuka ab'amaanyi nga bakoze nga bamaama nga tebatunuulidde nti batunuulidde nnyo abaami. Buli lw'otatunuulira mwami kino omwami yalina okukinkolera, mukyala osobogana kino nsobola okukyekolera nga si mwami yakinkoledde, osobola okufuuka omukyala ow'amaanyi.
Every time a woman believes in herself to work for herself and not wait to be given, she will go out and work and become a powerful woman. So for Coach Rose, she envisions the women in the future to be powerful, to be self-reliant, and to work hard. Yeah.
Amazing. Great. Thank you. Thank you very much. To be powerful too. Yes. So that's the future we can see for women, taking up a leadership and leading in everything that they do in life, like our stellar women being CEOs.
Yes.
Yeah. You're CEOs of your
Yes.
life, being the top CEO of your life. Okay, thank you very much. So, Coach, we want to ask you, if we go back in time, backwards, and if you had to meet your 15-year-old self, what message would you give her?
Coach singa ozzaayo emyaka gyo n'owerabanga Coach Rose akyali mu myaka 15, wandyebuuliridde otya? Biki bye walibadde weegamba ng'oli ku myaka 15? Like, let me laugh a bit about that.
Kuba singa nali nkyali mu myaka 15, Coach Stella sandivudde mu ssomero. Olw'okuba kati ssaawa zino nsobola okweyimirizaawo nga saasoma nnyo okugenda wala, ate singa nasoma nnyo okugenda ewala osanga ate nandisinzeewo ku byenkola, nandisomye ne mmalako.
So she says she would advise herself to not drop out of school because she dropped out of school. So she says if she hadn't dropped out of school, even now that she didn't further finish her education, she's able to run businesses, she's able to be in charge of her life. What about if she had finished her whole education levels? So she would advise the 15-year-old her to keep staying in school. Yeah.
Stay in school. Educated. Thank you. Thank you very much, Coach. And thank you, Coach Agnes as well. So if you had to, if I gave you a magic wand to change the world, what change would you like to see in the world?
Singa nkuwa obuyinza okukyusa ensi oba okuleeta ekyukakyuka yonna mu nsi, kiki kye waaliyagadde okulaba, nkyukakyuka ki gye waaliyagadde okulaba mu ggwanga lyo oba mu nsi yonna?
Enkyukakyuka nga buli muntu, Coach Stella weebale, enkyukakyuka gye nandyagadde nga buli muntu asobola okwetuusaako ekyo ky'awulira ayagala nga tasabiriza. Nga tasabiriza ng'asobola okwetuusaako ekyo mu bulamu ng'omuntu obulamu bw'alina okubeeramu, wadde si kingi naye ng'asobola okukyetuusaako nga tasabiriza busabiriza.
The change that you would want to see in the future is that everyone should be able to be self-reliant and not rely on help from external people, not rely on being given on other people's support, but the ability to support yourself without relying on others is the change that she wants to see. Like everybody should be in position to provide for themselves whatever they want to own or have.
Amazing. Thank you. That's a great change. That's a great change that would be the world. Thank you for that. It's amazing. So, Coach Rose, where do we see you in the next 5 to 10 years?
Coach Rose, tubuulireko mu myaka 5 oba 10 egijja mu maaso weeraba wa?
Coach Stella neyanza. Mu myaka 5 neeraba nga ndi busuubuzi ow'amaanyi.
Ate mu myaka 10?
Mu myaka 10 neeraba nga ndi busuubuzi ow'amaanyi. Ate kuba kati ebintu olw'okuba nti mbisuubula oba Kampala oba mu tawuni, neeraba nga ngenda mu mawanga agatuliraanye nga gye ngenda okutandika okusuubula. Omusuubuzi afuluma mu nsi yange ne ngendako mu nsi endala n'ensuubula ng'ate ndeeta n'ensuubuza abalala.
Nice. So Coach Rose has explained that in the next 5 to 10 years, she sees herself as a very powerful businesswoman because currently she's buying all these things from within the local market and within Kampala town. But she would love to travel to the nearby countries to go and buy stock for herself out of Uganda and bring in as a very powerful woman. That's where she envisions herself in the next 5 to 10 months. 10 years, sorry, 10 years, yeah.
Amazing, amazing. And we wish her the very best. We wish you, Coach Rosie, the best. We want you to travel and really just become that businesswoman that you envision yourself. So all the best in that. Okay. We have another question for you, 2 more. Do you have a word that you use that you live by? Do you have a life mantra?
Olina ekintu ekigambo oba ennono gy'otambulirako ekuyamba okubeera nga buli ku makya ozikuka osobola okukola?
Ennono gye ntambulirako ndowooza ffe mu Baganda tulina olugero olugamba nti olikana kambaata kaba keetakulira kokka. Buli lwembeerawo ne bwe mba neebaza engamba naye ate ndikana kambaata nina okwetakulira ani anantakulira nga nze seetakulidde ng'awo nzukuka nga ngamba kagende nkole oba ki oba ki.
She has nicely explained it there. I'll explain the literal meaning. She says here in Uganda, especially in Buganda culture, we have a saying that a duckling has to go and fend for themselves. If they don't get up and go to fend, scratch around and eat for themselves, they will not be given. So every time that she's asleep, she remembers that, oh, I am living like a duckling. I have to go and fend for myself. So that keeps her going. That keeps her going to go fend for herself and work hard. Yes.
Amazing. That's a good one. I didn't really realize. Do ducklings fend for themselves? The moms never fend for them?
Say that again?
The mother ducklings, the dads.
Mama wembata tanonyeza abaana bambata mere.
embata teringa nkoko eneegira n'enjiwa mbatayo yerina okweta kwera.
She says that a duck is not like chicken. Chicken will give their chicks food, but ducklings have to fend for themselves. So she puts herself in that position of a duckling.
Okay, so that's a good life mantra that will wake you up every day, really.
Every morning.
Morning. You have to get up because you have to fend for yourself. Thank you for that. One last question we have for you. So for every woman that we interview, we ask them to leave a challenge for all our subscribers, all our listeners, all our viewers, to be able to help them to go on to building their wealth. So we want this challenge. We want you to leave a challenge for all those who are going to read your interview, listen to it, who are going to see it. Leave them a challenge to help them to start on the journey of building wealth.
Kochi, twagala otulekere ffe abagenda okuwulira okulaba story yo okugisomako challenge ki oba kiki ekyogenda okutulekera tusibirire kikyogenda okutusibirira ffe abagenda osigala nga tukusomako tukuwulirako tukulabako ku matimbagano twagala otusibirire kikyoyagala tukole.
Kochi Stella neyanziza nnyo nnyabo kumpa omukisa guno ogerako naawe n'abawuliriza bonna n'abandaba. Tukole kyekisinga obukulu. Ekirala twesige Katonda. Nze mu bulamu bwange mmanyi nti Katonda ye byonna mu byonna. Bw'aba yasalawo nti olikola n'ofuna era ojja kufuna. N'okwagaliza bannaffe n'okubaagala n'okuyamba abatalina. N'okubeera challenges abaami ebiseera ebisinga bw'oba okola ezizo z'okola ziragawo. Ezizo z'okola ziragawo. Tewali munyu nti bw'ogula ku munyu gwe tokola. So abakyala ebyo tulina okubimanya nti oluusi tukola abaami ne batugamba tuzannyeyo paati kuba okola. N'owulira ng'osoomoozebwa naye nga tolina kyakola ng'omukyala. Oluusi ng'ate afuna n'ezikusingako naye olw'okuba bo bakimanya nti ffe abakyala bwe tukola tuba tulina okuyamba ewaka.
So the challenge she has left with us is at the end of the day, we all have to work. Let's not sit at home. Let us work. And when we are working, let us remember to trust God because God will always help us come through. And the other thing is for women especially, let us not wait for our husbands to be the ones to give us money for livelihood. You can be in a home and on this day there is no salt. You cannot wait to tell your husband that he should buy you salt. You should go ahead, pick from your own money and buy the salt so he doesn't get tired of you. So let us work hard and continue pressing on and pressing on.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. That is a great challenge for all of us, starting with me. Definitely, we are all going to have to go with your challenge and be able to work hard. And maybe that's our way of going on to the wealth building ladder. It has been amazing having you, Coach Rose, and giving us from your knowledge, tapping from your spirit, and empowering us to really be more. There's a lot that we have to learn from you. There's a lot that I have learned from you, apart from the record keeping, but there's also more that you have brought. You've told us to really believe in ourselves. We have to tap into that self-belief. There's something that you really, really harness, that would be something that would change how we interact with each other, how we build our wealth. Anyway, if we have self-belief, we shall be able to do well. And I also won't forget your life mantra of the duckling and being able to not sleep. You can't sleep because you have to fend for yourself. If you sleep, you're
like
not
a duckling.
Yeah. So remembering that is really important, but also remembering to honor and fear God, go back to trust in God as well. But you first told us to work hard. We are not forgetting that we have to work hard. It's not just leaving it unto God, but actually using what God has given you and working hard. So thank you very much, Coach Rose, for opening up and sharing your story and your journey and your experience and your key lessons that you've got from Street Business School, from all the coaches that have given you. We've tapped into that knowledge. So we are happy that we are also learning from Street Business School through the examples, the success stories like your success story. And we thank you so much, Coach Agnes, for really translating and bringing to perspective. You're so amazing, because I understand Luganda, but
Thank you.
I was thinking, how fast is she doing this? This is really too fast. Really, it was just so direct. Do you do that for a
You're
living?
welcome.
You
No,
do that?
but I'm a trainer with Street Business School as well. So I used to train in Luganda when I was still doing training. Right now I'm doing philanthropy work, but previously I would do training. So I'm used to speaking in Luganda so fast.
And translating, because translating
Yes, and
is also very creative. You have to be so good at it.
this sounds like a business opportunity for me.
That's what I'm seeing here. It's a skill set.
I may want to take it up.
It's a skill set.
Yeah.
Yes, think about it. Think about it. So it's been really amazing learning from you, and thank you again, Coach Agnes, as well. Thank you for being here on the Stellar Woman Show, and I hope all the women are going to listen and are going to learn from your story, and we're all going to be inspired. We are going to start tomorrow to start to create our businesses. I was thinking, what business am I going to create? How can I be like Coach Rose? I was just trying to think about all of those things. So yes, it inspired me. So until next time, keep watching here keep being here on the Stellar Woman Magazine and on the Stellar Women Show. We love you all. Take care and be blessed. Bye-bye.
Bye now.